Hello and welcome back to a new video, and in today's video we're doing a review on the SONIK VADER X RS. And let's get into it, let's get them out the bag. We've got a nice little lake behind us, little small lake, just a little local one. Sun shines out finally in Stoke-on-Trent. Get these rods out and show you. So these are the rods, let's get them out. So there they are. Let's run you some little looks of them. They're lined up, but let's just run through all little key features on it. Right then, so this back handle here is such a comfy handle. It's like a nice rubber kind of feel, good grip on it. I like all the black here, matches my reels as well absolutely amazingly with like the matte black. You've got your SONIK Vader, let me spin it around. Your SONIK VADER X there with the carbon fibre look, which looks mega. You got your line clip here, very small but very useful. And the whole rod itself is just a nice matte black finish. If you just look all on the small part of the rod, runs all the way up, all the way down, nice here, nice everywhere. So let's put it together and you can have a full look. Right, so we've got the rods nice fully set up with some little Mistralbaits pop-ups on. We're just going to flick them out on this little lake. If we bag something, we bag something. If we don't, we don't. Just showing you a little nice review on these SONIK VADER X rods. They're looking very nice, fully set up. If you want, come and have a little close up on them on the pod. Looking very good, very good. So I think we're going to give them a little flickaroony out. Let's get this one first. Right then, so I'm going to get this first rod out, just show you what we're dealing with. Let's show you what we're doing. We're not fishing like, but we'll just run you through what I've got on there. No behind the camera can tell you if you want to. Go on.
Right, so we've got a distance led by quarter there, camouflaged, into a spinner rig, which will be in top corner right now. And then just a leg clip with some shrimp tube.
And the best baits.
Some best baits, rose hip isotonic pop up by Mistralbaits. So Rob's going to sling that out now.
Right then, so I'm just going to put this out in the middle.
And give these rods a good test.
First time using these rods myself, new purchase. Beautiful feel on them, beautiful feel. Absolutely lovely. They feel proper nice. I like the feel of everything. A lot better than what my last rods were.
You like them a lot more than last rods?
Yeah, 100%. So much smoother, and they just feel, everything just feels
Does it feel better on the cast?
Yeah, smoother and everything. Reel that a bit more. Bring that round. Put it on the pod, and we'll get another one out. Lovely. Right then, so now we're going to do it with the other rod.
Same again, just with different baits, which is Banana and Toffee pop up by Mistralbaits.
Very nice. We're going to do a little bit of a different cast, so we've got two different kind of opinions on it and Under Armour. So there we go. So we're going to flick this out just in the middle bowl. Perfect. Just put a few boilies on there and that is exactly where I want it to be. So again, obviously, lovely feel. It just feels so natural, it's so smooth, and it's just, yeah, I don't even know what to say, to be honest. They're great. They are great. Let's get this on here.
They're not very pricey either, are they?
No, they're not. They are
£55, I think.
Yeah, 55, yeah. Obviously different prices for
different test curve size, all
yeah.
that. But a really good starter rod, or an advanced rod. Really, it's good. Yeah. It's good for starting off, and it's good for if you're a pro angler.
Yeah, they are good. Well, I love the feel of them, and they match my reels as well. How nice do they go, my reels?
What reels have you got, Rob?
They are the custom black CB60 reels. They'll be down below. Go check them out if you need to. So will the rods. All on Angling Direct. And check them all out. They're looking very nice on my pod with my Dalcom, and they're out.
So what we're going to do now, we've got the marker float, we've got the quarter lead it is a Fox marker float, and it is our first time using it. We are using a carp rod and normal line, which you're not supposed to use. Don't use carp rod and don't use line. I have ordered a spod rod, marker rod, sorry, marker reel, braid. It's just for the purpose of this video. I'm just using a carp rod with this line just to show you how to marker float, just a little extra onto the rod review for the SONIK VADER X RS carp rods.
It's a small lake. You don't really need it for this type. Well, no, you don't need it for this type of lake. We're just doing it to show you how to use it, run you through it, and it's just a bit extra bonus for the rods.
As Rob just mentioned, you do not really need to marker float this lake unless you're just trying to find out the depth, so you know, like if it's a hot day where you want to fish, because like you want fish a bit of a shallower area in a hot day because the water warms up faster and the carp love the warm water. But yeah, so you don't need it for this small of a lake, but we're going to show you just for the purpose of this video, and we'll show you how to get your rod perfectly up to where you casted your marker float. So first thing I'm going to do, reel my marker float in a bit and untangle the tip of my rod. This is why you're supposed to have braid, because this line tangles so much. I'm going to give it a cast out. Rob wants his rods just off the island, so obviously you're not supposed to use these the line, because the line does stretch a little bit, so it's not as accurate. I'm going to aim towards the island and just off the island.
That's where I want my left rod.
And I just felt the lead hit the bottom, so I know it's a tough gravel, because I felt a hard, tough, firm drop. And if you want to know how to feel your lead down, you just need to keep practicing until you get it bob on. So what I'm going to do now, make sure my line's nice and tight towards my lead, and I'm going to count out, so the float and the braid connected to my lead is 2 foot in length. So I'm going to count out from there, so 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot, 7 foot and a half, we'll say.
As you can see,
as you can see, there's the float there. And now what I'm going to do, because that's 7 foot and a half, I'm going to reel the float back down till I feel it. So I just felt it hit the bottom by the lead. And what I am going to do now is, if you come close and have a look, I'm going to clip the line. I'm going to clip the line onto the line clip, and I'm going to reel it in now. Get it on the distance sticks and count on wraps. So I'll show you that part now. So if Rob zooms in over there, you can see that I've wrapped my lead around that bank stick over there. So now I'm going to count my wraps, flip my bail arm, and slowly. I'm new to this, by the way, so I'm not going to be some pro who does it like in 3 seconds. And count my wraps till I hit the lead clip. So that's 2 wraps. Seven and
the tiny bit. Yeah.
So 7 and a foot. So now we'll get the carp rod in. So I'll quickly reel that in. And what we're going to do now, we're going to get the carp rod and count the carp rod to 7 and a foot wraps. And then we can cast that carp rod out, and we know it's going to be on it. It's 7 foot deep, I think it was. So it's going to be on it. It's 7 foot deep. It's going to be exactly 7 foot deep, and yeah, it will be perfectly where this was. So we'll count the wraps for the rod now.
Right, so we're going to pull in my left rod.
Right, so I'm going to whack Rob's lead around the distance stick. And then Rob is going to count 8 and a bit. 8 and a foot wraps.
This is going to be fun.
Right, so time lapse, go. So it's 7 and a bit wraps. We can't remember if it's 7 and a bit or 8 and a bit, but we're getting with 7 and a bit. We prefer it a bit closer in than a bit further out. But yeah, so Rob's going mark it at that point.
Right, so I'm going to reel this in, clipped it up. Oh, a bit loose, huh? So now where we are.
Going reel it in, and we'll show you him casting out when he's got his wraps in.
Right, so we're going to go take this out. We've just wrapped it up, clipped it up, and let's go put it where we wanted to put it.
Just for again, because I know there's going to be tons of people in the comments, we don't need to do it for this lake, we're just doing it to show you, and just because we haven't showed it before in our videos.
And we just want to get some practice in. So let's go put it out, it's wrapped up.
So it hit the clip, now Rob's feeling his lead down, feeling the doink at the bottom, so it's exactly where it was. He aimed to that big tree over there, and he knows for a fact it's 6 foot deep there, so that's where the carp, we think the carp will be this session. Also, another tip is, when you do all putting it all in and everything, always make sure you have a marker to always cast to, and always cast from your same spot. Rob will be standing here, from when I casted the marker, I aimed towards that big oak tree over there. So that's where Rob aimed to, so it went in the same position.
So we're going to put this down on here. And then let's get to a bit of a... be quiet. Right then. So, thank you for watching this video. This has been an amazing little video. Learned a bit about some rods, done some markering, done some wraps and all that. We're both new to the marker and wrap, so if that looks a bit all over the place. If we're doing anything wrong, by the way, please give us constructive criticism down below. Don't be too harsh on us. But we get a few people, but you know. Yeah, but if we are doing anything wrong, make sure you tell us and we'll learn from our mistakes. But yeah, my star rating on this out of 10, I'm going to give it a solid 9. I'm going to give it a 9 because it's proper smooth, definitely better than my last rod. Feels well smoother whilst I'm casting. The grip on the handle's really nice and comfy. And the only reason why it is a 9 and not a 10, it might sound a really weird way, but the eyes could be thinner. I like it when it's thinner.
The eyes do look a bit chunky. Yeah. Like they could definitely thin them down, make it look a bit more sleek.
But other than that, I really like them. Love them. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you go like.
Shall we do a quick personal I have a little review on it as well, just because it's a bit of a least bias.
I'll record you.
It's a bit of a least biased view because they are Rob's rods, so he is a bit biased towards them because he's not going to say his rods are bad, is he? At the end of the day. So I would rate these rods. This is from my preference. Me and Rob have quite a different preference when it comes to rods. I would rate these rods an 8, which is still a solid number. I would still 100% use these rods myself. The only reason why, if you see, these rods are fully matte black. I don't like it. One sec, let me get
your rods over there, mate.
So here's one of my rods in my rod bag, and if you have a look, there's texture, there's patterns. It's still nice and dark black. I just like the bit of texture, the bit of pattern. It just gives it. The texture is amazing. And this brownie is impeccable. But yeah, I think it definitely looks sleek, it definitely looks cool. But personally, I like the bit of texture, the bit of pattern. The same with the eyes. My eyes are tiny bit thinner, but not much, not noticeable. Still beautiful rods though, and I would recommend them to anyone starting fishing or just looking for the next pair of rods, a bit of an upgrade. But they're amazing rods. SONIK do a good range now, don't they? They've got quite a lot of good stuff. They're doing good, SONIK are, so make sure you keep your eye out for some SONIK products that might be coming soon or already out, like the extractors. They're amazing rods as well.
It was between these or the extractors. Yeah. But with money wise, need some new rods ASAP with my last rods breaking. Noah's doing another thing to do, and he's lost another thing to do.
Look, here's a little tadpole, friends.
There you go.
So see what he approves of Rob's rods. He said
10 out of 10.
He said they're 10 out of 10 as well. So it means you've got to buy the rods if you're looking for a pair of rods to buy.
Down below.
Yeah, we'll put a link down below for you.
So will be our merchandise store. We're having a few technical problems with that.
We can't get the jumpers that Rob's wearing. I'm wearing Mistralbaits. That will also be down below if you want to get some mint bait. But yeah, we're having a few technical problems. My knees are caving in there. But yeah,
the Instagram as well.
I'll chuck you over to Rob now for the outro.
Right. See you everybody later. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment and subscribe. And we reply to every single comment. Go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all the social media platforms. Go check out Mistralbaits, the store, everything. Go. Bye bye.